Back in Eatercom, we are DallasFortWorth.com, where I talk about A to Z on DFW. This Metroplex is expanding so fast. There's been a huge spotlight on the growth of Dallas, then the growth of Plano, then the spotlight was over on McKinney. Now it's on Frisco, but pretty soon the spotlight is going to be on Celina, Texas. Celina is about 42 miles north of Dallas, or about 45 miles north of downtown Dallas. Yeah, thinking about that here. And because of this, people are looking at what neighborhoods, what Celina, Texas neighborhoods should they move to, and what neighborhoods are super hot. Like, where is the place to be? And I did my research. There's truly absolutely no shortage of really cool neighborhoods, depending on what you're looking for. If you have a big family, if you have lots of kids, they're probably going to want all the amenities. They're going to want the tennis courts, the swimming pools, the hiking trails, the lakes. So that's what we're going to look at here. I'm going to scroll through this article, and eyes are a little blinding because I have the ring light on behind me as I'm scrolling through here. So this is what you want to look at first. I talked about, what kind of walkability do you want? You're looking for neighborhoods. There we go. With growing household incomes, good schools, and some of the neighborhoods actually have schools inside of them. It's close to jobs. Now, I'm not sure, depending on what you do, I don't think Celina is close to many jobs. So if you're looking at going on a commute to the Richardson Tech Corridor, if you're going to Las Colinas, downtown Dallas, West Plano, that whole stretch along Preston, it's still a good amount of miles, and 20 miles or even a 10-mile drive is easily 30 minutes without any traffic or accidents. So I'm not really sure if you're a professional, you're a dentist, and you have an office in Celina. Living in Celina is definitely a good choice, but you're definitely going to be looking at a commute if you're still in your working years. Of course, you want to know if it's a safe neighborhood, if it's a tight-knit community. Those are things to consider. And look, that's what we all consider. So if you are fortunate, like my husband and I, we get to work from home. And so we only have to go into meetings maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. And so it fits our lifestyle just right, because we are not very close to too many industry businesses either. Unless we're going to go into Richardson, then we might be about 10 minutes away. Okay, so let me get started here. First off is Light Farms. Now, if you are living in this Metroplex right now, you've probably heard about this. I think we all have at least one friend who has moved to the Light Farms neighborhood, and it is full of amenities. It is hot, hot, hot right now. They have their very own campground, y'all. Like, you can actually go camping, which has got to be like the coolest thing I ever heard. I've actually never heard of a neighborhood that has a campground in it. So they also have a sandy beach, and they also have their very own dog park. So pretty nifty. They have an on-site market, bar and kitchen, pretty cool stuff. I even put a video on here that you guys can go and look at. And yes, the link is in the show description below. So click on the link and you can take a closer look. Then we have High Point Estates, and that neighborhood was developed in 2001. Not the oldest neighborhood in Celina, though. I'll keep going. Carter Ranch. So very much a quiet place to settle. They've got a 10-acre lake, lots of playgrounds. The Estates on Preston. So that neighborhood was established in 1994. So it's actually been there quite a while before Celina was even on the map. But it's still not the oldest one. Preston Hills, 1992, that's when it was established. So it's a very established neighborhood, but it's still being developed. There's still new development. So those new residents bring in just a new energy, a fresh perspective to the neighborhood. Next, we have Wildwood Estates. Let's see here. They said that there's a strong sense of community in a very tight-knit community, and that really makes a difference. So the neighborhood that Brian and I live in, it's not a bad neighborhood, but there's not, we have the alley system. We don't have an HOA. And so most of our neighbors drive right through the alley into their garage, shut the garage door. There's no place for us to commune. There's no place for us to gather. And we also have our garages in the back of the house. So it's just very, very quiet neighborhood, and there's no tight-knit sense of community here whatsoever. And so I think that really matters. It's something that we talk about a lot, is that that's something we're really missing in our neighborhood, is just being able to really get to know our neighbors. And that is just has not happened here where we are in Plano. Okay, Morgan Lake. So Morgan Lake. So if you want something a little bit more unique, Morgan Lake is something to look at. It's actually quite phenomenal. I've got a video of it on the site right here, as you can see. Parkside is another option. So that's one. It's pretty recent that they started building in 2015, and then we go down to Heritage, and Heritage is also an established neighborhood, and the range of the households there is phenomenal. So it goes from 200,000 all the way into the high 900,000. So big range of home prices there. The Creeks of Legacy. So this one is really, really close to the Dallas North Tollway. Again, if you have to commute, you want to be as close to that tollway as possible. Then we have Liliana, and so Liliana is the newest neighborhood, and there's more new neighborhoods coming, you guys, so I'll have to update this. They have a 400-acre community with 50 acres of green space, numerous park, amazing amenities. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Then we have Bluewood, which has its own on-site elementary school. So pretty cool if you have kids. Might be nice to let your kids walk to school and feel very safe and secure about that. Lastly is the absolutely fabulous Mustang Lakes. So this Mustang Lakes was featured. Was it Mustang Lakes? Oh man, where'd my video go? I have to put the video back up there. It was featured on Good Morning Texas. So it is a master plan community. They have fitness center, outdoor entertaining, amphitheater. They even have, what do they have here? A private lake with an island. So this seems like a great place, whether you have young children, older children, if you are a kid at heart, just a fun place to really settle into. Even perfect if you work from home. Like what a great place to take your lunch break out to that island or walk around the lake to just renew your senses before you go back to work. So go in there, just take a look at those neighborhoods. If you are from out of state, we have so many residents coming from out of state. This will help give you a little bit more insight into the different neighborhoods. A lot of out of state folks are moving into Celina, so it might be a good choice for you. But what I recommended is definitely take a peek, do some research, make a trip here to Celina, Texas, and go and explore for yourself to say, hey, what works for me? Explore it during the day, talk to neighbors, explore it in the evening, and get a sense. Like, just, I know, like, if you're like me, you pick up on that energy. So pick up on the energy of that place and see if it works for you.